It's your boy Ryan Serrano, owner of Hype Waco. We're now rocking with your boy Easy TV.
Ryan, what's good, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, welcome to Easy TV, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Hey, no question. You know we're making history today, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let me tell you how.
How's that?
First business owner on Easy TV.
Oh man, well I really appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure,
man.
And this, I said that to say this is probably gonna be one of my favorite interviews ever because we're about to talk business and we're about to talk sneakers, and I love me some sneakers, bro. No question.
Let's do it, man. That's what I make a living on. So
yeah, absolutely. I love business more though, but you know.
Of course.
Yeah, and one more thing I got to mention: your price is not that bad either.
We try to stay competitive, but at the same time, man, we're in Waco. Not everybody's pockets are deep. Not everybody's bringing home six-figure checks at the end of the year. So
absolutely, and you were able to show the hometown population like things that only, I guess, a conglomerate of us only see on blogs and stuff that other people don't get in tune with. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
There's some crazy things in here.
Oh, absolutely.
I have this pair that's behind me. I mean, it's one of three.
Yep.
So, chance of you going to any other city or state and even find another one, it's going to be very slim to none.
And you got a little buddy right there who created the Dornbecker Penny.
Yeah, those are autographed by him. There are a few pairs floating around. They did it at the Nike event, but to get your hands on a pair is not going to be very easy.
Nah, not at all. Those coming home with me, by the way, whoever watching this, don't even think about it. But yeah, man, my first question, man, let the people know where Ryan from, man.
So I was actually born in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up almost my entire life here in Waco. I graduated from Midway High School in 2012, and I started this sneaker store in October of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, I was doing Waco Got Soul sneaker apparel and car show. Doing that one to two times a year, and that's at the Belmead Civic Center. It's basically just a smaller version of SneakerCon. Most people that are into shoes know what SneakerCon is. It's basically the same thing, only we have local talent that come and perform. We do over $1,000 worth of giveaways. Our back to school event, we give away tons of backpacks and school supplies and everything else. So we'll be doing another one in April this year.
Yeah. So are you part of Inception with Waco Got Souls, or are you just?
I own that too.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking. Yeah, that's yours.
I own Waco Got Souls as well.
Yeah, I need one of those sweaters, man.
This is one of one.
Well, I need something with that logo on it.
We'll get some more printed up.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, man.
Of course.
So how was things growing up for you, bro?
I can't complain, man. The hardest part for me was I lost my dad when I was 9 years old to a tragic accident. And from that point forward, growing up, not really having a stable father figure for the longest time. My stepdad, he stepped in, I guess, when I was about 13, 12 or 13. He stepped in and tried to be there as much as he could. But it's difficult to fill the shoes of a father that is no longer there, not by choice.
Yeah.
So there's only so much that he could say, so much he could do without feeling like he's overstepping his boundary.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as my mom goes, she made sure I had everything I ever wanted. I was that spoiled kid, but at the end of the day, my dad did teach me hard work. Work hard. I was 4 and 5 years old going to Foley's and pushing couches.
Yeah.
And he just made me work. I wanted a toy from the toy store. I'm not giving you no money until you work for it. And that's transitioned into me now. My kids come to work with me, but when my kids are here, whether it's getting a bag, turning lights on, turning the music on the TV, my kids are here and they help me.
Yeah, for sure.
Teach them young, man, and hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. My family's super supportive of where I'm at right now. My mom was really, really afraid because I left the full-time job where I was getting guaranteed money every 2 weeks.
Risk taker.
I gave him 3 days notice.
Yeah.
And did this. And I opened it in a little over a month.
Okay. I'm all for chasing your dreams, fam. Shout out to you for that. You
Appreciate it.
Yeah, beautiful kids, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I met them, last week.
Yeah.
So let's get into the sneaker. Oh, actually, before that, did your stepdad have any influence on you with shoes, or that?
No. So, for anybody that's watched any previous interviews, My mom actually told me that when I was old enough just to point and they'd pass a shoe store, my mom would tell me I would start pointing and yelling.
Mm-hmm.
And she would tell my dad, I think he wants another pair of shoes. And from that point forward, like, she knew growing up that I was going to be into shoes. So when it did happen, it was no surprise to her.
Yeah.
So it's just been something that I've done since I was little.
For sure. So that's how I know you really a true passionate person about the game, man. Now, speaking of the game, what was the shoe that made you fall in love with the game?
Jordan 13 Altitudes in 2010.
Okay.
They fell right around my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I wasn't getting releases. And I told my mom, I said, I really want this shoe for my birthday. She told me I could call the mall and see if anybody had them in. Foot Action was the only place that had them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she told me if I wanted them, she'd get them for me. And so I called back and I was like, hey, is there any way y'all can put them on hold? And they were like, well, how long are you going to be? I was like, my mom's on her way right now. They were like, we'll put them aside for you. So she went and got them, and then that shoe kind of changed everything for me.
Yeah.
I went from wearing Team Jordans and the Fusions back in the day to worrying about just retros and any new releases coming out.
Yeah.
In 2012, I took it really serious. I got almost every release from 2012. And then
Jordans only or period?
the Jordan releases were mainly what I was after.
Okay.
It wasn't until about 2013, 2014 where I started getting into other brands.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was working before, they got Reeboks a lot. So then I got a couple pairs of Reeboks. And to be honest with you, Reebok's like my favorite brand to wear just casually because to me that's like the most comfort in a shoe on a consistent basis. So I bought a bunch of those, and then I started getting Puma, K-Swiss, and like my collections kind of just has a diverse taste up to it.
This man just mentioned K-Swiss, man. Shout out to my OG K-Swiss wearers, man. That was our Air Force One when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? So
I still wear mine with pride. Like,
absolutely.
It's okay.
They're fire, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The OG K-Swiss, though. You know, the one with the stripes going down the side. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
The low top ones.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite brand? Nike, Jordan, Reebok, Adidas?
My favorite brand as far as comfort-wise would be Reebok.
Yeah.
One, it's affordable for mostly everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The quality they put into their shoes is a whole lot better than the quality we get out of Nike and Jordan.
Oh, absolutely.
Suede-wise, nubuck-wise, just materials they use are a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're more durable, too. You kind of be hard on them without messing them up as quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Reeboks, too, sometimes they look better messed up. So.
Huh? Shout out to Reebok, too, for actually paying attention to quality control. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah. You know, Jordan and Nike brand, like, the hype is going to always be there. Demand is going to always be there.
Funny story, though.
Yeah.
I had a shoe come in here.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan 12 Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy brought him in here, was going to sell them to me. Shoe was 100% authentic. The right shoe did not have a Jumpman on the tongue.
Wow.
100% authentic, though. Like, it's just a quality control issue. So that goes back to what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see Reeboks out here with no logos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
Jordan brand, if you're watching this with Rep, you heard what he said. That's not the first time I've heard a story like that.
Yeah, Military Blue Force was really bad, too. The
Yep.
Jumpman on the tongue was flipped upside down.
Yep. Actually, I wouldn't mind owning a pair of those. Just to say I have it. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck getting your hand, man.
Yeah,
You're looking
yeah.
at like at least $1,000.
Yeah, I don't really like military force like that anyway. So
Yeah, me either. I got mine customized.
Yeah. So what color?
Baylor theme.
Oh, okay.
They're custom Baylor Force.
Yeah. Did you go to Baylor by any chance? Or you just
Nah,
a big
man.
fan?
I wasn't a fan until I got to know some of the players on the team, and now
Yeah.
it's more of a when you know some of them on a personal level.
Mhm.
It's a support system, and
Yeah.
you got to support your hometown.
For sure.
I was a Texas Longhorns fan.
Mhm.
I knew nobody from Texas though. To knowing a lot of players at Baylor, like it's completely different.
Yeah.
So you got to ride with who you know and support those people.
Yeah. I might have to get those Baylor LeBrons from you too.
That's not happening, man. That's not happening.
Cause I was like, yo, when the first time I met you, I'm like, is that what I think it is? But,
Yeah,
you
man.
know.
I have every pair for the past 4 years.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. Relationships are very important.
Yeah,
Very
for sure,
important, especially when you're an entrepreneur like yourself. So, have you been the $1 million question? Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna say yes to this, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Have you been a reseller before this? Ever been a reseller? You know, back then, 2012, 2014, 13, like resellers were getting a really bad name.
No.
Okay, for real?
I have not, man.
Okay.
I wasn't a reseller up until I knew I was going to open the store.
Okay.
I would only buy my size, and the only thing I would resell was my personal pairs.
Yeah.
Before then, no, I wasn't a reseller.
Yeah.
All this is trial and error.
Yeah, for sure. But man, it was people running up $500,000 back then. Like
my bank account, when I turned 18, my mom cut my funds off. She cut my help off.
Yeah.
So it was work, and I was affording what I could afford. And if I could get it, I'd get it for myself. I wasn't worried about flipping it to make $1.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that. True love for the game, people. So let's get to the business portion, man. What is your favorite thing about being in business with yourself?
Favorite thing, man.
It don't have to be just one thing. You know, you can talk about multiple, because I'm pretty sure there's multiple.
One is it's stressful. Working for somebody is stressful,
Mm-hmm.
but working for yourself is even more stressful
Mm-hmm.
to a degree, because now all the problems that you used to call a helpline or, your little help desk, there is no help desk.
Mm-hmm.
Your help desk is yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you got to figure out your problems yourself. That's difficult. But I love being able to do that. I love not having to answer to somebody. I love not having a manager to go to ask me, can I do this? We give away store credit every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Name another store that does that. Any other store, they're going to have to get their corporate involved to get that approved.
Yeah.
Guess what? If I want to give away a pair of shoes one day, I can come in here and post on social media and be like, hey, we're giving away a pair of shoes today. And I can do that. I don't need nobody's authorization to do it. So that's the part that I love. I love being able to give back at my discretion,
Mm-hmm.
not at somebody else's.
Yeah.
So that I love being able to bring my kids and show my kids that there's so much more to working with somebody. Like, you don't always have to work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You can work for yourself and be just as successful, if not more successful. But it's a risk you got to take.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, has owning a store always been a dream of yours, or you just the idea just sparked randomly?
No. Actually, my old store manager asked me for a 5-year plan. I told her I couldn't give her a 5-year plan,
Mm-hmm.
but I could give her a plan by the time I turned 30.
Yeah.
And she asked me what was that. And I said it was the fact that I wanted to own my own store. I didn't want to work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And at 25, I was able to open the doors to the public for my own business. So in my mind, like, there was my 5-year plan, because I was 20 years old when she asked me.
That's dope, bro. That's dope as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, being an entrepreneur isn't an easy thing. Like, everybody in the world can be an entrepreneur, but everybody in the world doesn't have what it takes to be an entrepreneur.
That's society. It's not the individual.
Yeah.
It's just the way people portray
Mm-hmm.
life. Don't take chances. They always want you to rely on somebody else. When
Mm-hmm.
you're working for somebody else, you're relying on that their check goes through so that you get paid, right?
Absolutely.
And they've built the credibility to be able to sit at home. These people you're working for are sitting at home making millions while they're paying you pennies.
They don't even know your name.
Exactly. They don't even know what you look like. They know you by a payroll number. You get a number. That's it. Like, they don't know your name. They don't know what you look like, your life story, nothing. All they know you by is a number that they cut a check to.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get out of that, man. And, like, for that, I had to just do my own thing. And, like, anybody can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Put your mind to it. Sometimes it takes chances, man. It's not always easy. I've struggled. Opening here, as much money as I put into it, and then buying on top of that, it's a struggle, man. It's difficult at times, but it's all trial and error. What you gonna do?
Absolutely.
Beat yourself up about it, or get up and keep it moving? At the end of the day, this is the only source of income I have, so I'm gonna keep it moving and try to push something harder.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was saying when I said everybody doesn't have what it takes, like the willpower to put this time in, or to know how to handle when a loss happens, or to know how to maintain customers, and it's a lot that goes into it. So.
And there's a lot of people too that I've talked to that are local that they want to focus on Baylor, or they want to focus on the tourists. Your locals are what's going to keep you in business every day.
Absolutely.
Because
some of those people
they're
are gonna
here
be here
every day.
Mm-hmm.
These locals, you might see them once or twice a year if you're lucky. They might shop with you. Yeah, they might drop $1,000 with you. But what? You take that 1,000 over the hundreds and hundreds that your locals are bringing you? Like, I'd take the little money that they bring me over the $1,000 that they bring me once.
Yeah.
So
pennies add up.
and quickly.
Yeah, for
quickly.
sure. So, I noticed you had a pair of baby Jordan 6s just sitting, to the right of us a while ago, man. Like, could you elaborate on that? Like, who do those belong to?
So this right here, my daughter was 2 weeks old, and I bought her these shoes before she was born, and I said the first sneaker show she could go to, she was wearing them. At 2 weeks old, my daughter got a trophy for best female on foot wearing these Jordan 6s from 1991. They are the OG pair. It's not the re-release. She actually she got an award for sneakers before I did.
So how did that make you feel, bro?
Man, it made me feel good. I tried so hard for the longest time to win an award, and I never got it, man. I never got an award. And then 2 weeks old, I was able to take her, and she won a trophy for best female on foot. And kind of just showed me, too, that I put my kids first. My child got an award in something I love. Whether she loves it or not, when she gets older, that's up to her. I'm not going to force it on her. I didn't want to get rid of the shoes, just as, it belongs to her. The trophy belongs to her when she's old enough to understand it. I'm giving the trophy and the shoes to her. If she wants to get rid of them, she can do what she wants to do with them. I'm not going to ask her to keep them. I'm not going to make her keep them. If she does, cool. But it's all hers.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel really good to walk up there with her in my arms, and them taking all these pictures and laying the trophy on her. The trophy was bigger than she was.
At the time.
It was a great feeling, man. Great feeling.
That's dope. How does your son, how is he when it comes to sneakers? Or does he not realize it yet?
I don't think he really realizes.
No.
And my son, I've put him in samples already. He had a pair of sample Boost. They don't make Boost in kid sizes. Yeah. And he had a sample pair. He's had a sample pair of Jordan 1s, product trial samples at that. He doesn't care. He's a kid. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He just runs around.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
But I do think that over time, I think that he's probably following in the same footsteps I'm in.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. Showing the kids while they're young, bro. That's so important. Like,
yeah.
I'm not a father yet, but that's what I want to do.
For sure, man. And at the end of the day, a father's one of your child's biggest influences. So a father that's not involved in their kid's life, man, take a step back.
Yeah.
It's always for the best of the kids. Like you could help change their life drastically when it's just by being in their presence. Yeah. And my kids, I'm thankful for the past year, have pretty much lived with me. And I couldn't, man, the feeling is great. I complain at times where I just want a night off. Dad needs a night off, but as a parent, you don't get a day off, man.
Yeah.
They call and tell you, Daddy, I want to come home. Guess what? Taking my drive down 35 to go get them.
Yeah.
It's just how it works, man.
Gotta go get them.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. You probably a teddy bear when it comes to the kids, man.
That's my soft spot.
Yeah.
My kids are my soft spot, man.
Yeah. So, shout out to you for that too, for being a great father, bro. Any other awards that you have for you? I see you got one to the right of us, like.
I got best male on foot, sneaker battle champ, another sneaker battle, and I also got a best display.
Yeah.
I've also won best male on foot multiple times with no award. They didn't give out awards; it was cash prize. I've also won sneaker battle champion multiple times. The sneaker battle is best 3 shoes in the building. Best on foot, of course, is just the best shoe you have on foot.
Yeah. Do you remember what you had on?
Man, it gets them every time. Lottery ticket, Air Force Ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's just such an iconic shoe that you don't see often. So.
Yeah, and for the people who don't know, how many pair of those in the world?
There's 10 pairs. 10 pairs total. Cast only is what I was told.
Yeah.
So.
That's dope as hell that you own a pair.
Yeah, man. There's a funny story with DJ Clark Kent, too. Right after I got my pair, like a week later, he posted his pair on his feet in the snow. And a bunch of people at the time started tagging him and was like telling him that I made him wear them and I made him bring them out. And he made this long post about it and tagged me in it and then deleted it so that it would just show up in my notifications and then go away.
Yeah. So
I was like, dude, why are you mad at me? Like, I didn't tell them to go tag you and I didn't tell them to go on your page. Like, it's not my fault. But funny story about that. And then I actually know somebody that knows him and he asked him about it. And, he just said I'm not supposed to have them. He don't like that I have them.
Yeah, well, you got them. That's all that matters.
At the end of the day, they're in my possession. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Could you let the people know the location of Hype Waco?
715 Lake Air Drive. We are open Monday Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday through Friday is 1 to 7. Saturday, 12 to 8. Sunday, 12 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
We are closed on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, closed. We are not here. So please don't waste your gas showing up. We aren't here. Every Saturday, we do store credit. Come in every Saturday, take a shot at our goal. If you make a first shot, we'll give you some store credit.
Yeah.
Every couple weekends or so, we might give away a pair of shoes, but just stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook. We'll let you know.
Yeah. I think it's so dope, bro. Like, you, like, off camera, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you such a cool dude. I feel like people just gravitate towards you, you know what I'm saying? You make them feel comfortable while they're shopping, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. Like, one of the main things here, I didn't want to make a store where you felt like you had to come and spend money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we play local music all day. Game days, we play the football games. You can come hang out with us. I can't tell you how many times in the little amount of time that we've been open that I bought pizza and just been like, come through, stop in, get you some pizza. Like, it's free. You don't got to buy nothing. Just stop in. The store credit is free. You don't have to buy anything. If you miss, you can walk out. But it's the experience you have while you're here.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time I want you to have an experience. I don't want it to be like you feel like you're or I'm forcing you to come in and shop with me. You don't got to shop with me, man. Like, you coming in here and just checking out the store is more than I can tell you, like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because without that customer walking through that door, I'm nobody, man. I'm just a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you come in and you stop in, it lets me know people are talking. It lets me know that you're interested. And whether you spend something the first time, second time, third time or not, as long as I give you the experience, you'll be back.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, that's what it's about. You know, it's growing a community and a support system from nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to start somewhere.
For sure. Man, shout out to Hype Waco, man. So, my next question, bro, I got two more questions and we're going to wrap the interview up. The first one is, what can we expect from you in the future, man? Like,
coming up, in March I have a car show.
Okay.
At Ashlands. April I have Waco Got Soul at Bellmead Civic Center.
Mm-hmm.
May I got a car show at On the Border. So those are the next 3 things we have going on here. And then this month, February 29th, we have an art show here from 8 to 10. It's all sneaker related. So if you like sneaker art, shoes all hand painted or hand drawn, all that. We'll have some of that stuff for sale in store from 8 to 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be in here.
In here, in the building.
Yeah.
So that's something else. We'll be at the hip hop documentary. Of course, we're closing up early Saturday to do that. But we'll be at the hip hop doc.
Okay.
For sure. We have a couple of plugs in there too. Also, you got Jordan's music video, which part of it was shot in here. That should be dropping, I believe, the same day as the hip hop doc too.
Okay. It's kind of bad timing.
No, because he's actually doing it. He enrolled it into that film festival music video.
Oh, okay.
So it's premiering there.
Okay.
But they're gonna drop it that same day.
Oh, that's dope.
So kind of little things that we're doing here. Again, you know, every Saturday, store credit, stop in, it's free.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan one more time, man. My last question. Once again, I appreciate you for even letting me, come here and interview you. But my last question, bro. What's the best advice you would give to to anyone who want to become an entrepreneur?
Take risks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Financially, get your finances right. Take care of what you need to take care of. Make sure everything's taken care of. If you have kids come first, man. Do not make your kids starve to try to pursue something that's iffy. With that, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you can do anything you set your mind to. My parents were not supportive at the beginning of this. I showed my parents, though, this is what I wanted to do. This is where I wanted to be. My parents are like my biggest supporters now. And they understand it may take spending $300, $400 here, but then when you get that return, it's like, dang, I made $1,000 in a day. 3 out of 4 of the pair of shoes you bought, you've already sold them. So doing anything like that, man, support system. You have to network. Go to shows. Engage with the city, especially if you're doing something that's like I'm doing a storefront. Engage with your city. Engage with the people around you. Focus on your locals. Like, go above and beyond to take care of your customers and your clientele. You got an issue, fix it. Don't blame somebody else. I just had somebody message me yesterday and said that I sold them a fake pair of shoes. The comparison was to a grade school pair of shoes. The size they got was a men's pair. there's notable differences. I explained everything in detail as to why there's differences. At the end of the conversation, I was told, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. It's not an inconvenience. I don't mind sharing knowledge. I don't mind giving you advice. But I was man enough to tell them, if I sold you a fake, I'll fix it. No questions asked. Whether you want a refund, whether you want another shoe, whatever it may be, I'll fix it because it's my fault. But at the end of the day, it wasn't fake. So now they're comfortable knowing, and they've gained knowledge from that. Man, it's all trial and error. Everything you do is trial and error. Mm-hmm. And not everything's going to be as easy as people may think it is. Starting out, man, I did good. My bank account don't show that I'm sitting, higher than everybody else, though. At the end of the day, I still spend money just like the normal person. Mm-hmm. I got to buy to keep the inventory in here. So, yeah, I did good one day, and then I turn around and spend a lot to replace some stuff. Mm-hmm. Invest, man. Invest in yourself. Oh. Like, that's the biggest thing. Invest in yourself to be better. Start now. Don't wait till it's too late. And just staying out of trouble. Surround yourself with like-minded people. If the people around you ain't talking money, they ain't people to be around. Because, y'all can all win or y'all can all fall together. Yeah. And if they fall, they're going to bring you down with them. And then what? Like, my circle's small, man. It's super small just for that reason. I don't trust people. And I'm saying that on camera like it's not a bad thing, But you just never know people's intentions. You see people killing people out here, and it's their own homeboy that's pulling the trigger. Yep. Like, you just can't trust people, man. Keep it at a distance. Keep everything professional. Keep everything business related. And at the end of the day, keep pushing. Keep pushing as hard as you can. You will only achieve everything you set yourself to achieve. Nobody can make you achieve that.
And those are words from a real entrepreneur. Yeah. Yeah, man. But like I said, man, keep working. Appreciate you once again. I'm going to try to have this out as soon as I can because a lot of this, some younger crowd and older crowd need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So. For sure. By the way, it's never too late to chase your dreams, people. And other than that, man, definitely want to do a follow-up with you. Definitely see you at the Hip Hop Doc. You know what I'm saying? I need to pull up to the art show, too. I think that's going to be dope.
Man, it's going to be super fire.
Yeah.
Super fire.
Yeah. Other than that, man, until next time.
All right, man. I appreciate you for having me.
For sure.